Today I'm going to be showing you how to make crazy indie bedroom pop just like this.
So what have I left out? You were too stressed out. I'm running out of time and I'm running out of breath now.
Okay, so this is actually going to be a breakdown of my new song, Running Out of Breath. So if you enjoy it, there'll be a link in the description. So just go check it out. It really means the world to me if you go give it a listen. So this song I actually made on my PC, but that thing like just stopped working. So now I'm on a laptop, which I can't actually run all the original plugins on. Otherwise it's gonna like literally explode. Yeah, that's why the song sounds a slight bit different, but it's nothing major. So the first thing I started with on this song was this guitar loop. That's really what I based the whole song around. I just found this guitar loop and I was like, I need to make a song out of that. A little tip I did with this song, it's mainly just the same thing repeated over, but the intro I put on this stretch pro mode right here, and then I took it down 500 cents. So it sounds like this. And then compared that to this. A lot more high end when it comes in with the actual beat. If you're playing the same sample throughout the whole song, if you play with that stretch pro mode as well as play with the octaves, it helps to give you variation within your song. So I think the first thing I added were these synths. So these were just recorded on a hardware synth. This is what the first one sounds like. Really like airy and like mysterious, I guess. This is the next thing. I don't know what that is. Sounds like an alien's about to pull up and I don't even know. This is the third synth. Sweet. And then there's just a couple more synths that come in later in the song. I'll just play those quickly. So there's this sound. Literally just the same note repeated over and over just to add some texture and ambience to the song and make it thicker. And then this. So out of time, but it just helps to add like some humanization so the whole song doesn't sound very robotic. Then there's just this one shot. I don't even know why I added it. It's pretty weird. It's tucked so far in the background. I just laugh every time I hear that. This is what it sounds like with the guitar and then those intro synths and that little string thing. There's just one more thing in this beat, which is this little acoustic guitar that just plays the same melody as the guitar. But I don't actually have the plugin, but it was really tucked in the background. All right, for the bass, there's two basses in this song. The first bass that comes in the verses is this bass guitar. So it's just a flex sound. So a stock FL Studio plugin. It's just the Mesa C picked. I just play this basic pattern. So it's just following the bass notes of the guitar, but it's just in a slight rhythm. The guitar is also running through a CLA bass, which is a really good plugin for basses. So the bass guitar just sounds like this. Pretty basic. And then the guitar and the bass together combined sound like this. All right, and just for the second bass, it's just a sub bass. It just follows the bass notes of the guitar as well, but no rhythm to it. It just sounds like this. I just did that for a bit of a switch up, so that only comes in the choruses. So this is what the guitar and the sub bass together sound like. And then the next thing I added in this beat was the drums. So first thing we got here is a snare. A pretty punchy like acoustic snare. It's playing a fast snare pattern. So instead of like this, we've got two snares playing every bar.
Show me.
It helps keep the song really upbeat. Next thing I added in terms of drums was this acoustic hat, which plays every fourth step. And then I added this big thumpy kick. So that just plays a pretty basic pattern. So boom, clap, boom, clap. Next thing I added in this beat is this more electronic sounding hi-hat. So that plays every two step. So So you'll hear the way that the acoustic plays half the speed of the more electronic sounding hi-hat. This is something I do on a lot of songs. It helps to give the song a really cool bounce. Yeah, so that's a really good tip I recommend with these types of songs, is to always be mixing acoustic sounding drums and more electronic sounding drums together to give it like a more unique and interesting sound. All right, so the next drum we have is this open hat, more acoustic sounding, and that just plays on the snare beat. Pretty cool. And then only two more things. So there's this more hip hop sounding open hat, which joins and plays the snare note as well. But you'll notice how it's only on the second half of every 4 bars, just to add like a bit of building as the drums are playing. And then the last thing in the verse drums is this tom fill. So the drums together with the guitar sound like this. Pretty cool. The other drums within this track is just this rock drum loop. It's all like acoustic sounds. Sounds like this. It's like heavy metal. I just thought it sounded cool and it was like unique, so I just put it in. And this only comes in the second chorus. And then I just chop that up on the second half of this chorus into like a Jersey style like rhythm with just the kick. Really helps to give like a frantic, crazy feeling to the song. I really like that part. And then the only other drum really in this song is this crash that just plays like whenever there's something hits in the song. Sweet, so that's about all the drums. I'll just move on to the effects now. So first effect, I like to do this in a lot of songs. So just adding a little texture in the intro, just something like this, really helps to like bring the song to life and just adds a really cool touch to the song. The next effect is this drum fill. So it's an acoustic rock sounding drum fill. It really like merges well with the more electronic sounding drums. So in the verse, it helps to step up into a more energetic part of the song. So this is just what it sounds like. All right. And then we've just got this little riser. Yeah, there's a couple more risers throughout, but they're basically just white noise reversed. It just helps change the energy of the song. There's just a couple of these little things in the verse. Just some noise that just comes in, just helps to add an interesting tone and like a bit of ear candy. Sweet. So in terms of vocals, with these types of songs, you really want to do a lot of layers most of the time. This vocal mix is the one I covered in the last video. So I just used that preset and adjusted it slightly. So if you're interested in that, just go check out the previous video I posted. I'll leave a little link to it. So the main vocal is completely dry just to make it cut through the mix. It sounds like this. Jokes. Sounds like this.
I can't read your face.
For these two layers, I do the same lyrics and vocal melody as the original, and I just pan one left and one fully right just to make the vocal wide.
I can't read your face.
A really cool little effect. And then the final layer I have for the verse is this high layer.
I can't read your face.
I can't really sing high, so that's why it's really auto-tuney. Yeah, all those together sound like this.
I can't read your face.
That's all the layers in the verse, and there's just one extra layer when the second chorus comes in. This vocal layer is just a harmony. So I sing a slightly different melody and in a different tone, and then I just have it really wide, and that's about all the difference there is to it.
Falling deeper in your hole.
And then the whole vocal chain is kind of running through a flanger in the last chorus just to make it really spacey and wobbly. So all that together sounds like this.
I'm falling deeper in your hole. She want me, I cannot go.
So you really want to be doing a lot of these layers with these types of songs. Just get creative with it. Like try different stuff. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it will, and sometimes you'll make something really crazy sounding. All right, just quickly with the mastering, there's a lot of effects and I can't put them all on, otherwise my laptop will explode. Yeah, so we just got some compression on here, Arvox. linear multi-band. This thing's crazy. Just go up to presets and click multi electro mastering. Swear it makes everything sound crazy. Soothe 2, and this is just on like balanced to the Grammys. I use that on a lot of songs. And then like a soft clipper at the end just to make sure nothing's clipping. Yeah, sweet. So that's about the whole song. If you like the sound of this song, then I'd really appreciate it if you went down in the link and just gave a listen to the full song on Spotify. If you like this video and you like the breakdown, please consider subscribing and liking. Really helps me out. And yeah, this is the song. I'll just play a bit of it for you. Here you go.
Show me the way. I can't read your face. So what if I left out? You were too stressed out. I'm running out of time and I'm running out of breath now.